I look like it's just I need a better fucking setup for this because I don't look great. It's just
you never look great, so don't
thanks.
worry. Just moving somewhere else is not going to fix it. Jesse Harley, scientists in 1983 wanted to devise a new type of boy, a boy the world's never seen before, a boy so special, so nuanced that science could barely comprehend the implications of creating such a being. But they did it, and he's here now, Jesse Harley.
Hello.
It's a weird smile. I can't wait to do this episode. This is a wonderful topic about a true Canadian hero. So do you want to ask
Terry Fox? Is it about Terry Fox?
No, sorry. No, I mean he is a true Canadian. Not no as in no, he's not a true Canadian hero. We're talking about the Calgary Balloonatic.
Oh my god, I love him. He's fantastic. We talked about him.
We haven't.
I'm fairly certain we have. We've had
never
like
done an episode on the Calgary
27,000 episodes over 5 years. I'd be surprised if we didn't talk about the same issue at least.
We haven't talked about. Well, you're familiar with him. That's the good news. So let's do it. Music.
What makes Canada boring?
Have you ever seen the flag? It's a leaf.
£1 million to go to Canada.
Canada is boring. I was actually shocked. I mean, from all the countries they could choose from.
Do you like maple syrup?
No, I don't.
These Canadians ain't got a care in the world.
Get my country's name out of your fucking mouth.
I was like, oh, he's in Canada. All right. Okay, communist.
The country needs you.
I'm Canadian.
But don't feel bad for Canada. Believe me, this is their strategy.
I'll tell you another thing. The beer sucks.
Don't run off to Canada. It's so boring there.
Hello and welcome to Canada's Boria. My name is Rhys Waters, and with me is the outstretched Jesse Harley. Somewhat stretched beyond his limitations. Do you see Polyev? Quick aside, Polyev has won his seat in the safe seat. He's back in Parliament again.
He did? No, I don't follow. You know me. I don't follow.
Polyev's an MP again now, so he's allowed to be a big boy in the big house.
How did that happen?
Well, he got elected. He lost his seat, didn't he? And somebody else who just got elected said, "You can have my seat and be leader, and I'll be your friend.
And I'll be your friend.
I sacrificed my job and career for you, Pierre. I love you."
Oh wow! Did that actually happen?
And then so he stepped aside, and then Pierre took over a safe seat where he won 80% of the vote in Calgary, even though he's never lived there. Hello.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Where did you go? So now these people can enjoy never seeing him again. Now they've elected him. Apart from next election.
Do you think he's going to run for prime minister again?
Run for what? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, do you want to talk about the Calgary Balloon? Talking about Alberta, let's talk about the Calgary Balloonatic, you slag.
Let's do it. I'm just waiting for coffee. I just woke up.
Jesse, it is 2:45.
Where you
in the
are?
Afternoon, you just woke up. Yeah, it's quarter to 2 in the afternoon when you just woke up. And I really think that I'm really worried about you and your life and getting up late. Do you know what time I sat at this desk this morning? Guess.
I'm going to say 6:30 a.m.
Exactly 6:30 a.m.
Was it really?
Yeah.
For real? I get that right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
you also have like a work-life balance that seems insane to me. Like your work, you can't not be working, and your family.
If I'm not busy, I'm a nuisance. So.
If you're not busy, you're a nuisance, and like you don't know how to relax. You don't know how to chill. You send me photos and videos of like you hanging out with your family, but you're so proud of these photos and videos. It's as if they're accomplishments for you. Like, yes, family vacation, check. Like,
no. I'm at my desk like 6:30 every morning.
I know
through the summer, but I also swim in the pool with the kids every night.
Do you count laps? You do, don't you?
No. Well, our current game is throw money in the pool and they dive down and fish it out. They love it.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
And you just keep doing that. And they go, "Can we keep the money?" I'm like, "Well, it depends. Let's see how good you are at diving for it first, and then we'll see if we'll pay you." And then they're exhausted and they go to bed.
45 minutes later, they've collected like $77, and they're like, "Father, can we please keep the money?" And you're like, no,
laughing, just throwing money in the pool. Anyway, so how much do you know about the Calgary?
You and I live very, very different lives. I feel like we could learn a little something from each other. I am far too lackadaisical with my lifestyle, and you are far too busy for me. I feel like we could take a piece of each other's pie. That sounds far too sexual.
If I took the day off work tomorrow, I think without a doubt I would pressure wash the entire outside of my house and deck.
So that's what I'm talking about.
There's no way I would just sit there and watch TV and read a book. I'd be like, I've got a new pressure washer. The house is dirty. I've got 8 hours to kill.
And I could use like a little bit more chutzpah in my day to day. You know, I could. So,
work ethic.
Yeah. So that's why we're friends. Anyway, one of these days we will merge.
Let's talk about another genius with motivation, Daniel Boria.
That was a very good transition. Well done. How long did it take you to think of that? That was
half a second.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Right.
So
at some point during this podcast, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to get up and pour myself a cup of coffee. And Reese is not allowed editing that out. It's going to be Reese just entertaining you, the dear listener, just himself, while I pour myself a cup of coffee in the distance. He could edit it out. I'm not going to let him.
I could live with that. Well, anyway, let's talk about the Calgary Balloonatic. Daniel Boria. So on July the 5th, 2015, Daniel Boria typed 13.
I thought this was like long ago. This is not the first person to do this. Then
this isn't. You're thinking about Lawn Chair Larry. He was like
That's exactly who I'm thinking of as Lawn Chair Larry.
No. This is the Canadian version, the Calgary Balloonatic.
Okay, so keep going.
Daniel tied 13.
So this guy did not learn from Larry the Lunatic's lesson.
No, he was inspired by Larry.
He just didn't like read the whole story. Apparently,
no. He just
read the headline. It's like, that sounds fun. I don't have time to read this story. So let's do it.
Daniel tied $13,000 worth of industrial-sized balloons to a Canadian Tire lawn chair and took to the skies to promote his cleaning company with a plan to parachute into the Calgary Stampede chuck wagon races.
Oh my God! Already, there's like,
but
there are problems here. How is he going to steer? How did he he had a plan? Did he know like the trade winds and like exactly where they were blowing? And like there's no way he had a plan to steer and move and ascend and descend. Like there's just, I could tell already.
So 2 airplanes passed under him while he floated 2 kilometers above Calgary. So he did have a radio and an oxygen tank, as well as a ground crew and the parachute, and he took off from the Highland Golf and Country Club in northwest Calgary. However, uncooperative weather and a lack of ability to control his direction meant he had to bail early as he was being pushed.
What was his plan? How was he going to land or descend?
I know he was just going to just jump off the lawn chair with a parachute and
God,
let the chair go to space, I suppose.
What was the company he was promoting?
I think he had a cleaning company. I think it was a cleaning company he was promoting. But anyway, people spotted him in the sky and reported him to the police. So
yeah, what are the police going to do?
So when he landed,
it's a chopper up there.
So when he landed, they arrested him immediately.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So he was spotted.
Is that the whole story? That took like 30 seconds to tell you. Got to like.
Oh no, I'm going
add some details, man.
I'm going to go into a bit more. I'm going to go into some more detail about it. So that was the kind of the short of the story. So yeah, he hit 2,100 meters. He was well within the control zone above Calgary International Airport. So during the time he was,
what does that mean? Control zone,
like the controlled airspace for the airport. He'd floated into it.
Oh, that's really funny.
So during the time he was in the air, 24 airplanes took off and landed in Calgary while this balloon guy was floating around.
I can see why they'd arrest him. Yep.
So much so, a WestJet plane arriving noticed a whole bunch of balloons clumped together to then report it to the airport tower. But the danger, not just for him though, is that if a full-grown Canada goose, which weighs 20 pounds, hits an airplane or an airplane mid-air, it can cause devastating damage. And Daniel Boria and his contraption weighed 200 pounds. So in that scenario, where an aircraft traveling at 300 kilometers an hour makes contact with an uncontrollable weight, would result in catastrophic damage to airframe, engine, and or control surfaces.
I mean, they use the word catastrophic probably to prove their point, but I'm betting that the plane would win. The
plane would win, but the plane could also both lose. They could all lose.
I don't know. I've been, I don't know a lot about aviation technology, but I was flying a lot the last couple of years, and
you learned a lot as a passenger.
No, I just you Google shit.
I know a thing or two about aviation. I've been on at least 5 international flights.
No, I do know a thing or two. Like that's about it. I had no idea that when you ever experience really scary turbulence, like where the plane just suddenly drops.
Yeah.
Right. And you're like, oh God. Right. And you're like, we're going to die. And it just reminds you that you're just in this giant steel tube, not brick. They don't make planes out of bricks anymore. Not since 1963's incident.
No, after the loose mortar on that kind of the Air America brick liner.
No, but I thought I just felt like, and you just drop suddenly, and you just feel like a brick dropping.
Oh yeah,
out of
you
the sky.
feel your balls hit your lungs.
Yeah, but apparently, and I was not aware of this. If both engines were to suddenly just die, and I had to look this up because I was just like, this turbulence is way too scary. If both engines were to suddenly just kaput, they're done. The plane, even though it doesn't look like it can. Like it really doesn't look like it can. It can glide. We're talking
bird-shaped.
45 minutes of just glide. This massive hunk of steel can glide to some ground. They've got 45 minutes to figure out where they want to fucking land. That's insane. And so,
but also when you say glide, you make it sound like
it is gliding though.
They go, they don't even notice. The pilot's like, "Don't worry, guys, I'm just gliding. You enjoy your movie." It would be terrifying because
it would be scary. Yes, I'm going to make
going down.
You talk about aviation. Go ahead.
I'd just like to say that if you are gliding in that situation, it won't be a smooth, serene glide like a beautiful bird caught in an upwind, looking for prey down on the ground and just being majestic. It would probably be like you would feel the ground rushing towards you for that period. You just hope you've got skilled enough pilots and soft ground to kind of hit the ground. Jesse just got the cream and the milk. He just popped his head in. This is wonderful podcasting. This is why we're in the top 0.5% of global podcasts because of this kind of wonderful creative storytelling. Jessie Harley, iconic queen. There we go.
Did you just give up on talking?
I did. I ran out of things to say.
What you talking about?
So,
but this is all to say. Sorry for interrupting, but this is all to say that if a man in a lawn chair, what was the lawn chair he got it from again? Canadian Tire. You think he could, if you just spent $13,000 on balloons, man, upgrade your chair.
Have an armchair, like a lazy boy. What are you?
I mean, what kind of better than a fucking lawn chair?
What kind of chair is better for flying with balloons in than why? What does it matter? You're just thinking about comfort.
Well, yeah, a little bit. If I'm going to be scared to death up there in a lawn chair, but you give me something I can recline in. Give me a lazy boy. I think that's a great idea. So anyway, this is the whole thing to saying that if a 747 ran into a Calgarian in a lawn chair, I think the plane will be fine. I don't think it would be catastrophic. They'd probably have to make a forced landing, sure, but we're not talking oh my God, 500 people died today, sort of catastrophic news report. As my guess, being an expert in aviation that I am.
The aviation expert who was at the trial said that the cockpit windshields could be compromised, with crew members potentially becoming incapacitated. But you know best. So you're on the internet and you got a podcast, so you know best.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I didn't want to bring it up because that would just sound, braggy. But if someone else,
all the qualifications you need for people to decide how to live their lives is to have a podcast and be in their ears on a regular basis. So
it's bizarre, Reese, how weirdly true that is today.
Exactly. Forget that aviation expert. All he's got is 30 years experience and very specialist training and a life of dedication to a really specialist subject that's highly technical. But he hasn't got a podcast, so fuck him.
I mean, he might have a podcast. We don't know.
But you have a podcast, and you've been on the plane a couple of times and watched a few movies and at the pretzels, so you know best. It's fine. It's just gut instinct. Anyway, so he's. However, despite this, Daniel said the stunt was worthwhile and he has no regrets.
How much was he charged with? I mean, they obviously had to charge.
I guess
him with
so.
something.
Well, he said they didn't charge. They didn't charge the Wright brothers. But it's like, to be fair, there was nothing else in the air at the time when they went up. They were only risking themselves. Yeah,
that's kind of funny.
And he also said it's pretty hard to take it seriously when you guys are asking me these questions based on me flying a lawn chair. What did I do? I just flew a lawn chair. And steal a fighter jet.
What were the questions they were asking him?
I think they were just questioning, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Do you have a permit? He sprained his ankle as well when he landed, so he couldn't even run away. But the other, so
I wonder, like, what was it like when he first went up? Like,
I've actually got a picture. Should I see if I can?
You've got to be someone with like zero fear of heights to do something like this. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be excited to be up, because like being able to see through your legs down at the ground below in a fucking one of those stringy fucking lawn chairs. No, thank you.
No, I know. It's one of those situations where you're like, I don't know. I think the view of it. Let me see if I can share this with you quickly. There is a very low res image of he took from his phone while he was above Calgary, and
or just
from
in the chat
from his lawn chair, and I think you will appreciate it. It's rotated the wrong way for some reason. So
that is terrifying.
That's a picture.
Jesus Christ, that is Calgary and a crotch. Okay,
it looks like downtown Calgary is roughly between his thighs. That's how high up he is.
That's amazing.
So yeah,
go to our Instagram or TikTok if you want to see that photo.
Put Daniel's picture on there.
Hey Jill, why are you so sad?
Jimmy, it's my clothes. A genetically modified raccoon has moved into my closet and claimed dominion over everything. I had to borrow this outfit from a poorly dressed friend.
Jill, take a deep breath and look at my clothes. I'm adorned in cool podcast merch, from the coolest podcast Canada has ever birthed.
Is that Stephen Harper?
Yes, it is.
Laying eggs on the dark side of the moon.
His spawn shall ravage the earth?
How prophetic.
I know. Get your ass to tpublic.com/user/Canada is boring, and you too can be the coolest mofo in the room.
That's tpublic.com/user/Canada is boring.
I am Jill, bringer of death.
Patreon.com/Canada is boring. Canada's coolest club. Premium fun, privileged access to secret content, a chat app with the hosts, hours of fun for everyone, the promise of eternal life.
Patreon.com/Canada is boring.
So after the incident, he bragged to various media outlets about the stunt and emailed a friend to say he planned on breaking the high altitude record next year of trying to get to 42,672 meters.
What did they charge him with? Did he say this when he was being charged?
So
I'm going to do it again next year.
He called NAV Canada Edmonton Flight Information Centre and Transport Canada in the months leading up to the stunt to let them know he was doing it, but he never followed through on getting permission to do it.
Did he do it again, though?
Well, he did, but not in Canada. So he paid more than $26,000 in fines after he pleaded guilty to being in charge of dangerous operation of an aircraft / lawn chair. And he said outside the court he was still proud of his stunt, and that he said the whole thing was overblown, and he will just have a great story to tell people for the rest of his life. And this was
I mean, it's either that or spend $30,000 on a fucking, advertisement that won't work, right? So like,
you could spend $26,000 on advertising. No one will ever see it. Okay, you spend. Everyone knows him now. I guess he's known as the Balloonatic. So, this was his speech outside on the court steps after they fined him $26,000.
What if you could go up to the court ahead of time and prepay your fines and then just go do it? Do you know what I mean? Like, you guys don't have to catch me. This is where here's where I'm going to be. I'm just going home after this. You can come and arrest me there. But the fines have been paid, just to let you know, right? Like, I'm admitting guilty, so we don't have to go through the courts.
Well,
here's the receipts for the fines. You can just come pick me up, arrest me, and then let me go. Like,
a smart judge would go, well, you did that so cynically and without within like the spirit of the law, that you decided you told us you were going to commit a crime, paid the fine before, and then committed the crime. Did you realize I'm going to put you in jail? Like, a good judge would like escalate it, I think.
I suppose, yeah.
You can't cynically, you can't go and wait in the courtroom reception for 10 years and then go and kill someone and go, well, I waited in reception for 10 years. That's my sentence. They're going to go, you're still going to jail for murder. That was all true. But we do know you really well now. Yeah.
If you could prepay your fines for a small crime, that would be kind of fun.
Serve your sentence because you're planning on
exactly.
Someone. I'm going to kill you. I'll see you in 10 years.
No, I don't think it would work for like really heinous crimes like murder, but for something where like it's like a kind of a slap on the wrist, but they have to go through with it. Like, okay, this was more than a slap on the wrist. Obviously, you are putting people's lives in danger by operating it on. However, not really, like air traffic control can see you, probably, I'm guessing,
well,
there's
the WestJet pilot spotted him, or
his
balloons anyway.
Yeah.
I think controlled airspace above Calgary Airport. So, but
I think it was kind of a slap on the wrist. Like, oh, that was dangerous what you did. You put a lot of lives in danger. However, everyone would have been fine. Like, just don't do it again. Like, and he did it again, but it's not in Canada. Where did he do it?
Oh, well, I'll get to that, but at the end of a movie where like a courtroom drama where they stand on the steps and they give this heartfelt speech, he had his moment after the court case where he said,
yes,
why climb the highest mountain? Why 85 years ago fly the Atlantic? Why do the Oilers play the Flames? I chose to fly a chair, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. Because that goal served to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Honestly, it'd be premiere next year.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. Is that all he said?
That was his speech. That's all I could find from the quote.
That is really, really disappointing that he did not include the name of his fucking business in his speech. Like, come on. That's the whole reason he did this.
I think the journalist edited it out, probably. I think they censored him. So despite the punishment, he did it again a few months later in New Mexico, and he recorded an infomercial for his cleaning company while he was midair.
Really? Do you have that?
I don't have that, no. But what's he doing now? What is he? He calls himself #BalloonBoy on social media, and his company is All Clean Natural, which is a cleaning company is still based in Calgary. So yeah. It's all natural, all clean natural. They use clean, environmentally friendly cleaning products. So
yeah, it's so bizarre to me. Like
Jesse, hang on. Yeah. I found him.
I found him
on LinkedIn.
Yes,
I found him on LinkedIn, and he also has a company called Keto Scream. It's keto friendly ice cream. Yeah,
fuck off. Ice cream. For real?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Keto Scream.
I'm gonna reach out to him. I'm gonna get him on my
other podcast. Keto podcast.
My Keto Sucks podcast. Oh my god, no, I really am. That's insane.
Yeah. Honestly, I know what he did was very irresponsible and dangerous and could have caused the severe damage of a plane and potentially threatened hundreds of lives. But I like him.
I like him too. That's fucking awesome. Keto Scream. Yes.
He's bold. Be bold or go home. That's what I say.
It's so funny too because you and I have talked about this, about the fact that you are naturally gifted at marketing, and to the point where, and this is I don't really understand where this is true because I've seen this with other people who are naturally gifted at a thing, whatever that thing is. They hum and they haw, and they literally don't believe they're gifted at it. They literally believe anyone could be as good as they are at it at any given second, and they don't understand whatsoever. Like countless people that I've met who have a natural gift. They think everyone should be like this, and they're just like one tiny tick above the rest, but they don't think that they're huge. You have this insane natural gift for marketing. Every time I bring it up, you laugh it off like, yeah, right. No, everyone can do this, Jesse. See, look, you're even making it like, but trust me, you have a natural gift for it. So this is where I'm going with this. Marketing's really fucking hard. Okay. It's really hard. And I, over the past few years, have been learning a little bit about marketing. In no way, shape, or form am I anywhere fucking close to being even good at marketing, but I've learned about it. And what I've learned is like, not only like, tactics for how to market is important, is important, but I've also learned like all the shit that people are currently doing and why it's not working, right? And like the basics are really simple, but again, no one fucking thinks about it, which is have a product or service that like helps someone do something, accomplish a goal, or like solve a problem, or like
where's this going, Jesse?
I'll get there. Okay,
eventually.
Right? Yeah. Like it solves a problem of some sort, and then you put yourself in front of those people. Where do these people hang out? Do they hang out in Reddit threads, on Quora, in Discord? Like, where are they? Are they at these community clubs? And you go there and you prove your product does what they like. Hey, everyone at this place, we need a thing, and then you provide them with a thing. It's like, it's literally that simple, but like, that's a lesson that millions upon millions of people just aren't grasping. Such as the Balloonatic, who has a cleaning company and thought the best way that I'm going to get my company, I'm going to convince people to let me clean their houses or apartments with my company, is by taking a lawn chair and putting it up in the air and getting arrested for it. That will prove unequivocally that my company can clean your house. No, it fucking can't. If people will think, neat. Oh, wow, what a story. Hey, do you want me to clean your place? No. But sure, that was entertaining. Like, this is anyway, that's the whole idea of like, people don't know about marketing so much that they will go to lengths like this, trying fucking anything because they just don't know the basics. Anyway, that's my thing. That's rant over.
Are you ready to enter the small talk dimension?
Let's do it. Enter it.
You are now entering the STD zone. Incoming STD. Loading small talk. Enhancing anecdotes. Dick jokes processing. You have reached the small talk dimension zone.
Oh, we're inside. There we go. Great.
It's always slippery coming inside here.
Need to put the mop around. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about a worrying trend that I've noticed with my children.
Oh, good. Because I am a children's expert, so I'm glad you're bringing this up with me.
A children's expert. That's what they call them.
That's what they call me.
I went to the Children's University. So, there's. Have you ever? You know what V-Bucks are, don't you?
I don't.
V-Bucks are
I've heard of it. I don't
imagine
know what it is.
a total waste of fucking money. But then imagine is your money going on it, because that's what your kids want to spend it on. So it's the digital currency that exists in Fortnite. So essentially, your kids
are your kids on fucking Fortnite? Get them off of fucking Fortnite immediately. You want my advice as a children's expert? Get them off of that.
Even the aviation expert agrees with you. So anyway, the thing is that I want this new costume or whatever. I want a new song to go. They actually have to pay with V-Bucks, which is real money, which is a genius business model, because essentially it's just all code. There's no physical transaction, but kids spend so much money on them. But
I mean, like, okay, so this isn't new. People have been doing this for decades, where like digital currency with digital products and digital services. It's everywhere. It's not just V-Bucks is just the latest to do it in a long line of people have been doing digital services and products with digital currency, right? But like,
my observation is My observation is my kids now sound like crackheads because they're like, "Can I sell my things on eBay to buy some V-Bucks?" I'm like, "No,
Wow.
we're there for Christmas. You're not selling that. Can you put it on eBay for me? So much I'll get for it." I'm like, "No," and then they're almost. I'm worried my TVs are going to start to disappear off the wall, and they're going to be like,
"Get them off of." And you can't do it immediately because, like a crackhead, they'll go through withdrawal. You got to do it slowly, right? Like you got to wean them off. But for real, like because it's like, what are they selling? What is they're selling the illusion, and this is true, the illusion of being social in a community, which is the number one thing that people crave, and companies will breadcrumb you into this in a wide variety of digital experiences while they're in control. They are like, and so your kids want the new gun, the new shirt, the new digital hat, whatever, so that other people they're playing with can see this on them, and they're selling the experience of community with children shooting each other with like scantily clad. You should see how the women are dressed in these games. Like it's you got to get them off this game, like for real. If they're if they're teenagers, that's fine, whatever. But like kids, children, get them off. Fucking get them.
Parents, any parents listen to this, like next time your kid talk about V-Bucks, just in your head replace the word V-Bucks with crack, and there is no difference. It is like talking to a little crack. It's like having, I got 3 little crack addicts in my basement, and their habit is they're at the peak of their habit.
Yeah, man. Like, no, for real, I would do something about that. Like, get them out into nature with a book. I don't know.
Well,
like,
they're only allowed
to each other.
It's the summer. Like they go out, they do activities, and then they're allowed a little bit of time on the thing. But when they get back to school, they're only allowed screen time on the weekends, so they're not going to get to play it as often. I think they just had a bit too much with it. But it's like,
no. If you get a crackhead to go to school, you know damn well that they're just not doing crack until the weekends, and they're only doing crack on the weekends. Yeah. It's impossible, right?
Most crackheads I know are only allowed to take crack once they've cleaned their room. So. Unload the dishwasher and I'll let you have some crack. But anyway, when they start talking about like going to a pawn shop to sell off the valuables.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah.
Anyway, how about you, Jesse? Do you have any small talk? Have you got any addicted children in your life?
Yeah, well, no addicted children, fortunately. I did go to, and I'll leave the name of it out. Well, not only will I leave the name of it out, I will state that I can't remember the name of it. So that's
even better.
That's even better. I'm trying to be more social. I went to a film appreciation night where other film enthusiasts would convene, and it was $15 we were going to watch a movie together, and then we were going to talk about it over wine and cheese. I think it sounds great. It sounds fun. I'll get to meet other film enthusiasts.
Wonderful.
Sounds really nice. Turned out to be a 45-minute fucking sales presentation as to why everyone who came should purchase an even more expensive membership to their club where we could all convene and watch movies coming forward. It was like a walk and talk sales presentation for 45 minutes that I paid to be at so that they could sell me as part of their membership. And then finally, when we did watch the movie, they crammed us into this tiny fucking room. I mean, a small room and we just watched it on a TV. We just watched it on it was a decent sized HDTV, but it was still a TV. And like these film enthusiasts, like the TV, there's something called every TV is different. Every TV fucking sells it as if it's a like something that we're all clamoring for. It's some people call it flow motion. Every TV has something different. It's a tweening algorithm.
Dildo vision.
Well, like if a film has 24 frames per second, the TV will compare frames, and then it will insert brand new frames in between the frames. So where it once was 24,
just as a filmmaker didn't want.
Exactly. It's not, nobody's asking for this. The only thing that it kind of enhances is sports. So like sports look crisper.
It gives it more of a realistic frame rate.
Yeah, exactly. Movement. Right. So like the film was being played in this because the people there had no idea that the television even did this. It had no sound bar, like very shitty speakers. It was just like the volume was down. I'm like, this is for a film enthusiast. Oh my God. Film enthusiast club selling you a membership on their film enthusiast Like it was like shitty, just horrible. I was like, fucking hell.
Do you know what you
man,
should do? You should just afterwards. You should have said to everyone who went, who was just as like jaded from the experience, "Hey, do you want to just come to my house once a week and we'll watch a film for free?"
That's actually not a bad idea.
Come to my place. You bring snacks. I remember there was. Have you ever heard of BNV? No, what's it called? BNI. That's it. BNI. Have you ever heard of BNI?
It sounds familiar.
It's a business networking group. You join it, and you're only allowed one type of business in each chapter of it. And the idea is you're always networking for the other people in the chapter, and you're supposed to generate business, and you have to present leads for other people in the club. Otherwise, they kick you out. So either you're networking and generating work for everybody else, or they kick you out. And there was, I went to a couple of them, but it was very intense and didn't suit me at all. It was very formal, very intense, not me at all. And apparently one of the chapters, all the members were so fed up paying their membership to this organization and so fed up with their rules, they were just like, should we all just quit en masse and should we all just meet up in this pub every 2 weeks?
Oh, that's brilliant.
And just do informal networking and just hang out? And they're like, yeah, okay. So they mutinied and like totally torpedoed this whole business model.
I love that. I love that. That makes me so happy.
So you should just do that with the film club. Just start a film club.
That's not. I mean, like, that's interesting. That's. I've thought about it. My place isn't really set up for having 15
Find
people.
An art center, rent a cheap art space once a week. And sometimes people will give you the space for free if people are buying drinks in the bar and do a film screening.
That's not a bad idea.
You can do it, Jesse. You can do it. I believe in you.
But there are places, I've looked up places where you can rent theaters. It would be a few $100 to rent a theater, but like, I might be able to make a deal if people are buying drinks. Maybe, yeah. If I can make it like a monthly thing, right?
Yeah, do it once a month and then say it's $5 or whatever to help cover the cost of the room. I'm not making any money. I just want to do a cool thing. That'd be way better. Give them a 45-minute presentation about like why they should keep coming, and then play a film. Then take them to a smaller room to watch the film where it's hot and sweaty.
You know what? I was thinking about this, and I thought how interesting it would be if it's just what's it called? Not truth in advertising. Maybe truth in advertising, where you're just upfront about your what you're trying to do. Makes a huge world of difference. Like if I had gone to this event, whether it was wine and cheese and you spent $15 and we had a shitty kind of presentation with the film and whatnot, and they had said, hey guys, we're starting the movie in about 45 minutes. But right now we're doing a tour of this whole club. And it's for membership of the club, which is about double of what you're going to be paying tonight, right? If you'd like to join this tour, it's a nice 45-minute walk and talk. We're going to give a tour of the whole building. You know, we are going to try to sell you on this membership, but we promise the membership's really worth it. If you'd like to come, we're doing that right now. If not, please enjoy the wine and cheese right here. Yeah. That would be fucking different than, you know, welcome to wine and cheese night. Thank you for paying us the $15. Follow us. And suddenly there's a 45-minute sales presentation you didn't know you were going to be a part of.
You feel like you feel trapped. You feel like you've been like tricked. Or do the film, and at the end say, if you really enjoyed this, who wants to come for a little tour? Like
if you're being sold, if you don't know you're being sold, you know, that's the thing.
But honestly, my point is though, you've given like the experience, you've given like the film and the wine and the cheese, and at the end you feel like you've earned the right to go, well, actually, you know, we do this on a regular basis. I feel that's a bit more honest because they didn't like make you do that before everything else. And
right.
The 5% of people who are like, yeah, I'm going to come along, are way more likely they're coming of their own choice.
I get it's all about, for me, the thing that bothered me the most was the fact that it felt hidden. It felt like I was being snuck into a sales presentation, right?
It's like when people go for a timeshare presentation because they get like a gift voucher. If you come and listen to our presentation on timeshares, we'll give you a $25 voucher for I don't know, fucking Popeyes.
I've done it. It's great. Yeah. I will do that until the day I die.
You just
someone offers me, you just sit there.
So you interested? No. Where's my
absolutely
voucher?
Not. Yeah, exactly. I kind of want to get like, because like these people, these salespeople, they know that a percentage of people are doing that. They're just going through the motions, right? So I kind of want to, and the person on the other end, they're like, oh, that's interesting. Wow. And the salesperson is pretending that and they're both people are pretending, right? But I wonder what would happen, right? where I signed a little thing like, oh yeah, you just go this sales presentation for this thing, and then we'll give you whatever it is, $500 worth of vouchers for the hotel, etc. You know, so I'm not going to be quite lucrative. And what if I'm like, okay, great, and I signed it, and I had this thought the other day, and I signed it, and I sit down with Mark, and Mark's my sales guy. Mark shakes my hand, and I'm, hi Mark, nice to meet you. Hey, listen, Mark, yeah, I'm not going to buy this. I'm going to tell you this right up front. Okay, I don't care how persuasive you are. 100% I am not buying this. So we can chat about whatever you want. You can go through the sales pitch if you want. I can nod along if you want, but I guarantee at the end of this, I'm not paying for this. Like, how would that, the next 45 minutes, how would that go?
I imagine you probably go fuck off, but
maybe, right?
I said
but
a great business idea, timeshare presentations with happy endings.
Or during, like
during, exactly. It's just one long session.
They won't let you come until you sign.
Until you sign the paperwork. Oh, I have a villa in Spain. Anyway, we should probably go now. That was fun. Did you enjoy learning about the Calgary Balloonatic?
I did. That was really fun. I enjoyed it. What was his name? What was it? I never learned his name.
Daniel Boria. Daniel Boria.
Daniel Boria.
And cool. if you remember, I told you about his keto ice cream company.
Keto Scream. Is that what it's called?
Scream. Yeah,
Keto Scream.
Keto Scream, which is great. So bye everyone.
Bye everybody.
Go to patreon.com/. Canada is boring. We have had a couple of new members join from last week.
Oh shit, fucking episode, right. That's awesome.
I was hanging out with them in the chat function on the Patreon app, and we were talking, welcoming them. So thanks for joining the Special Friends Club, and we'll see you soon.
If you like this sort of thing, we've got like 5 years of private Patreon special episodes. So like if you're on a road trip and you just want to binge shit that like it's just private for you and a handful of other people, go to Patreon.
Yeah,
we're there. And we're cheap.
We're not that expensive. We're one of the cheaper patrons, and worth every penny. It will solve all of life's problems for you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Warning: may not solve all of life's problems. Bye.
A place that's exciting with kryptonite. You may fall asleep with no warning because Canada is boring, boring. Because Canada is boring, boring. Canada is boring, so boring. Canada is so fucking boring, boring, boring. A real cool podcast with recent guests.